Hi guys, it's Nicole, and today's video is going to be part 2 of the April 2015 Super Sketch Club kit from Scrapbook Generation. This is just a double page spread where typically there's no embellishments included. You're sort of fussy cutting and using the pattern papers to do most of your embellishing. I did make a couple changes on this layout. Basically just left some things out that I didn't particularly care for, and then added a couple stickers from my stash. So I've sped up the paper cutting portion quite a bit just to try to get through it. When I am cutting all of this, it takes me a little bit of time just because I'm reading the instructions and I'm trying to figure out exactly what they're referencing or what needs to go where, and I'm kind of double checking everything before I make my cuts because sometimes you really have to pay attention to either the pattern that's on the paper or the orientation of the pattern and stuff like that. So I was just trying to make sure that I had everything how it needed to be. And for instance, the 4x6 and 3x4 cut apart pattern paper, the instructions were telling us that we were cutting the 3x4 cards, and then the floral panels were coming from the two 4x6 cards. So I had to make sure that I didn't just sort of start chopping up cards into individual pieces. And now I'm going to lay out my photos, make sure that I'm going to stick with the arrangement that's shown on the sketch, and then go ahead and start putting down all of my papers. And while I was putting this kit together, I kind of already knew which pieces of the sample that I probably was not going to follow and was going to leave out. So I was kind of trying to think of, okay, I don't want to just leave it plain. So, what do I need to do to kind of add some stuff? And for some reason, I kind of instantly thought of the Simple Stories snap stickers that are from, I want to say it's Family. I can't remember the name of the line, but it's references Family, and the colors are pretty much identical, almost the same color palette. So I pulled those out of my stash and kind of kept them out on my desk to, kind of make sure that I wouldn't forget to sort of go with those first instead of trying to, go digging through everything I own to figure out what I was going to do. And just going ahead and putting those last few strips of paper on here, and I was really struggling with my quick dry adhesive. I really think I need a new bottle, and I may even try putting it in a different bottle because mine, no matter what I do, if I wipe it off, if I burp it, it kind of always gets dried out and kind of always have to go at it with a paper clip almost every time I use it. So it could just be because I've had it for so long and it is getting low. I may just need to get a new bottle. And I did ink the edges of everything in Vintage Photo Distress ink. It's kind of my go-to color unless I'm using like a line that has black or gray as like a very prominent part of the color palette. Then I'll usually grab, what's it called? Oh, Black Soot, and I'll use that one a lot. Speaking of which, I left my ink pad open, so I should probably close that. So, okay, looks like I am doing the last couple paper strips that are going down on here. And then so pretty much after you get this part of the layout done is when you kind of go into fussy cupping land. And a lot of it for me is I will look at the sample of the layout that they did to kind of go off of what is being fussy cut and what's coming from where. Okay, I had to stop the narration because the little one in these pictures was screaming way past bedtime. And I come back, check the audio to figure out where I'm at, and I noticed that the first half of this narration sounds like I'm sitting in the next room, and I realized that this narration and probably the two previous videos, I did not check the little box that says use the microphone that's plugged in. So the entire time I've been doing these videos, it has been the microphone on my laptop, which is like 4 feet away. So genius move, Nicole. Genius. So I will apologize if, this isn't great sound quality either, but I apologize if it is terrible in previous narrations. I'm not the type of person that, I don't know that I really want to invest in like a fancy microphone, but I'm sure it does make a difference. For now, I'm sticking to my little USB microphone, and hopefully I can remember to check the box next time. So, with that being said, figure out where we are. Instead of fussy cutting that circle, I hate to fussy cut circles. I feel like they need to be like a perfect circle, and I cannot do that. So I just grabbed some circle dies from Spellbinders. I have had these forever. I hardly ever use them. They do come in handy for stuff like this. I kind of need to pull them out and sort of put them somewhere where I can remember that I have them. And I'm gonna put those on foam tape. The house was also fussy cut from one of the 3x4 cards. And there's those snap stickers that I was talking about from Simple Stories. I just felt like I wanted to add a little something to these pieces to make them sort of look less flat. So I pulled a couple stickers off of that sheet, and then instead of trying to match colors for an enamel dot for this page, I just went with my all-time favorite wood grain ones. I think I could use these on everything. I am still going with the strips for my journaling, and I cut part of that out just because it does take quite a bit of time. The part of the layout that I decided not to use was there was some banner pieces that you were supposed to cut out, a 3x4 card to sort of do your journaling on, and a little phrase that you were supposed to cut out of another card. My photos were not going to allow me to have the card in the place that they wanted, and I did not like the card above my photos, so I decided not to use it. I had those stickers already out, so I found a color that I liked. I'm just going to put You and Me, even though that was the same title as the previous layout that I posted. They're going in different albums. It's fine for me. So I just kind of wanted to put a little bit of something up there so that that side of the layout isn't so plain. And I could have found some more stuff, but in the end I decided I just didn't want to go looking for it. And there you can see I did add the date, and there's that little banner I was talking about. So as always, thank you so much for watching. Thumbs up for more, and I'll catch you next time.